Hello, my dear student. Welcome you all in science class. Today we are going to learn about the part 2 of motion and measurement of distance. In this part, we are going to learn about the history of transport, what kind of transportation system were used and we are using nowadays. So we'll be learning about the history and then we are going to learn about what is the need to learn about the measurement of measuring of distances. What is the need to measure the distances? So we are going to learn about all these things in this part. Let's learn about the history of transport. So what kind of history of transport is there? अगर हम बात करें तो history क्या थी transportation? Transportation is what? We are going to shift from one place to another place. So if we'll see of early men, so they are going to walk by their legs. As they're walking by their legs, they are going to shift. They are going to move from one place to another place. So this is what the early men were doing. And after the invention of wheel, so the carts are being developed. So up carts bane, and that the animals which they were domesticated, animals which the people were domesticated, they were using those animals in the cart, and then with the help of that they are going to move from one place to another place. So in the history of the transport, after the invention of wheel, the drastic change have been done. Before that we were walking and covering the lots of distance by foot, but after that, as we have invented the wheel, then we have been shifted on using the carts and other things also. So animal bull cart we have started, then animal cart we can say that horse cart also we are using for moving from one place to another place. In general term we are saying that the tangas and all. Okay, now let's learn about okay, after that what happened there we are as we have we have started using of animals in the cart, and then after we have been shifted on making some two-wheelers, four-wheelers, and then trains have been used in that. Then transport, we have different mode of transport systems by which we are just traveling from one place to another place. Okay, now let's learn about why do we need to measure the distance. हमें ज़रूरत क्या है measuring करने की? So student, as we are going to cover a particular distance, like how much far we have to go, how much far we have to go, how much distance we have to, like in general term as we have to go, suppose we are planning for the vacations, like to visit to the Goa and all. So definitely first of all the things come in our mind now, as we are planning for any of the traveling places or visiting places. So the thing comes in our mind कि how much far it is from our place. So that thing, to see that thing, we don't have any fixed parameter before. हमारे पास कोई fixed parameters नहीं थे. Previously we were before the distance was measured by the footsteps. इतने footstep आगे बढ़ जाओ, you will be getting that a particular place. So people were using footstep, footsteps, handspan, footstep, handspan, cubit. Likewise, these standard forms were used before. जब हमारे पास कोई भी यूनिट सिस्टम नहीं था, जब हमारे पास हम इतने डेवलप नहीं थे कि we are going to use certain like the measuring units which are going to give the fixed parameters to us, fixed which is to be used for the distance to be covered by the object. So that any of the fixed devices we were not having any of the fixed unit we were not having. So we were using these footstep, qubit, handspan, and so on. Likewise, these kind of systems we were having. So, sorry. Likewise, the first is footstep. What was happening in that footstep? So people were walking by the foot. They are just moving, keeping their footstep ahead, one ahead each other. So by counting that footsteps, they are going to tell about the distance of a particular place. Likewise, handspan. How much this is the distance is being covered by कि कितना handspan आगे होगा. That distance is being measured in that qubit. The length of this one is being measured in the qubit. ये qubit का measurement किया जाता था. So likewise, some of the things are being measured. But student, these all things, put a step if I'm talking about, or a hand span if I'm talking about qubits, all these are having going to be vary according to the age group wise. If we talk about the small kid, the small child, that is having very small footsteps, very small hand span, and the qubit length is also different. So likewise, they um if I'm talking about the 4 to 5 year child, it is having the different size of his or her own different size. If I'm talking about the age of 9 to 10 years of the child, they are having different size of them. Then if I'm talking about an adult, बड़ों की बात करें हम, सभी के sizes अलग अलग होते हैं foot step के, hand span के. So in this we are not getting the exact parameter, exact distance we were not able to gain. So as we are unable to find out the exact distance. So for the what is the purpose of using these units in our life? There is no use. So for measuring the distance, to measure the particular distance in a like in an accurate form, accurate distance is to be measured by us. For that, we have established certain units of measurement. So that if I'm talking about the length is being measured with the help of the unit called as meter. Meter is the unit which is to be used to measure the distance, measure the length. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर हम बात करें कि हम यहाँ से कहीं जा रहे हैं तो कितने मीटर का शॉर्ट डिस्टेंस है, तो कितने मीटर का डिस्टेंस है, कितने किलोमीटर का डिस्टेंस है, how much kilometers it is far away from us. So likewise we are going to measure the distance in meter, kilometer. SI unit is the meter one. Meter is the SI unit for the length. Like we are going meter, kilometer, we are going to measure the distance in these units. If it is far, then we have. And the conversion of all these units, you all know that. Like centimeters, meters, kilometer, and so on. है ना, डेसीमीटर, वो भी सब आप लोगों ने पुरान 6th क्लास में आपने मैथ्स में भी पढ़ा होगा, 5th में भी पढ़ा है, और सारी चीज़ें हैं. Student, like 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter, and 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. So likewise, the student, these units play great role in our life, and definitely these are providing us the accurate data, and that accurate data definitely somewhere plays a great role in our life. So you have to learn these units. Already you have learned in mathematics, and conversion of it, how we are going to convert these meter into kilometer, centimeter into meter, or meter into centimeter, kilometer into the meter. All these you have done the already you have done the learning part in mathematics. In this part, we have learned the history of transport and why do we need to measure the distance. So student, next thing we'll be learning in the next part. Thank you and have a nice day.